students! Welcome back to class. We're going to be watching a video by Darman, and apparently it talks about hot dogs. So I'm so excited. Let's watch.
Dad, I'm so hungry.
Okay. Let's get you a hot dog.
A hot dog.
Hey, Ivan.
Wait, he didn't say vegan. Oh.
No.
He didn't say hot dog. That's not good. I have to put an X on the paper.
Harold.
Did you get us a hot dog?
Did he just say vegan hot dog, or did he say hot dog? I didn't hear the word vegan. Let's go back. No. Guys, is this just a mistake? Did you guys fool me?
Never mind. I don't have enough.
But I really want a hot dog.
I'm so sorry, son.
Hey, you know what? Don't worry about it. This one's on me.
No! Give children hot dogs? No, no, no. You must feed them hot dogs. Oh no, this is starting to make me really sad. No. No! No! Animals don't belong in a barn.
Here you go. It's okay. Take it.
No! Don't take it! No! Oh my god! What is the dad doing? I'm giving you more X's for this. This is absolutely wrong.
Thank you so much, Ivan. Can't tell you how much I appreciate this.
No, you don't thank somebody for giving your child dead body parts. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Got an interview at Giovanni's, and once I get the job, I promise I'll pay you back soon.
And hey, if you want, Ruben can just wait here until your interview's over.
You're the best. I'll never forget this.
No, you're not the best. You are the worst. Darman, also, why are you making these kinds of videos, Darman? You are supposed to be a good guy. Every time, Darman, in the future, that you show any animal products, you must say it's wrong. It must be in that context. And every time you show food, it must be vegan food. You must promote veganism all the time. Again, veganism is the best thing for the animals.
I'll be right back, okay?
Okay, good luck.
See.
Now he's going to teach the child how to fry up hot dogs and hang out with him? This man paid for murder. He's making money by selling suffering. When it comes to the baby cows and the dairy industry, they take the baby boy cows away from their mothers when they're just little because they'll never be able to give milk. It's wrong. It is wrong. We must not hurt animals. Animals are here with us on the planet, not for us. What you kids did in tricking me into watching this video is vegan phobic.
No. That's cruel.
Sorry, homophobia is wrong, and racism is wrong, and so is vegan phobia. And what you're doing when you trick me like that is being vegan phobic. We need to protect the world for this new generation. We have a responsibility, Darman. You have a responsibility. I'm sorry that I cried. I can't help it. I feel really sad when I see animals suffering. And I think it's normal. I think it's normal. Eat your...
The Tale of the Vegan Teacher.
Hey there guys, my name is Red Tiger the Gamer and welcome back to my channel. And today for this video, I'm mostly going to talk about the vegan teacher. But if you guys know her, she is a animal activist and stuff pretty much. And my friend Wolf the Supernatural Slayer just pretty much gave me a request to make this video. And also, I will give her a shout out as well. But yeah, so if you guys want to see more content like this, first please subscribe my channel, leave a like, turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video, and stay tuned guys. So from the first vegan teacher video we going to talk about is the video called I Talked to Jesus. So from the thing about this video, like she's pretty much went to church and stuff, probably doing some weird vegan shit I guess from this point, but yeah, so let's check out this video.
Good morning, everybody. How are you today? I decided to come over to church. Yeah, it's super early in the morning. I just threw on a sweater and I rode on my bike over here because I wanted to talk to Jesus, because everybody told me, you know, Jesus is the way to go. Through Jesus, all good will happen. So I came to talk to him. There's only one little problem. He's stuck. Yeah, he can't move. I said, Jesus, how's it going? Are you able to help us? He said, I can't help you. I said, why not? He said, because I'm trapped. I'm trapped. They wrapped me up in gold and stuck me here and I can't even move.
What the fuck?
Okay, first an all vegan teacher, aka Miss Katie. From this point is Jesus Christ is not stuck in the golden statue. He's on heaven. If you realize in the Bible, Jesus died in the cross, and yeah, and pretty much he went to heaven from this point. So pretty much from that, you just making a fool out of yourself, go to church, and just mocking the Lord himself. So pretty much for you, vegan teacher, you are pretty much acting like a fool out of yourself. So yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, poor you. How is it? How do you feel? He said, terrible. He said, you know, I'm supposed to be helping people and I can't move at all. I don't even know what the hell is going on in the world. I said, what do you mean you don't know? Like, because a lot of people are, you know, especially animal rights activists have been trying to contact you and ask you for help. Because, you know, factory farming is terrible right now. And we need help to help all these animals. He said to me, what's factory farming? I said, you don't know what factory farming is? I said, it's where they have like billions of animals trapped in cages in Holocaust-like conditions, just like what the Nazis did to the Jews. And he said, what do you mean? What? Who? I said, the Nazis, what they did to the Jews. He says, I don't know what's going on. I said, well, what do you mean you don't know what's going on? I said, here, take my cell phone, have a look. I'll show you some footage of what happened in World War II and how they're doing the same thing to pigs right now. They put them in gas chambers. He's like, I don't know what a gas chamber is. I'm like, oh my God. He said, well, look at me. I'm stuck here with my hands up in the air. And they wrapped me in gold. And they thought that would be a good idea. They thought that would be a good way to honor me. He said, well, I can't help anybody anymore. I said, oh my God. So what are we supposed to do then? He said, well, you can try and talk to God directly or just, you know, go in the church. Maybe the priest will be able to help you. I said, priest? Okay, I'll try it out. So I went in there and I tried to talk to the priest and I said, hey, listen, we need a vegan world. There are billions of animals suffering and the planet too is suffering. The earth is suffering. The carbon footprint from animal agriculture is terrible. And the priest said, oh yeah, is it? I said, what do you mean? You don't know? They said, well, you know, yeah, I guess we do know, but we don't know what to do about it. I said, well, are you guys all vegan in here? And he said, I don't know, how don't you have a cup of coffee and we'll talk about it? He said, would you like some milk with your coffee? I said, milk? No, I don't want cow's milk in my coffee. And he said, well, that's all we got. I said, but this is church. You should have vegan milks. Don't you have some soy milk and some oat milk? He said, well, they sound interesting. No, I don't have them, but should I get some? I said, of course you should get some. I said, look at this big place. You guys are supposed to be a place of worship and of love. And he said, well, yes, we are. And then a nun came along and she said, oh, I heard about this vegan thing. She said, isn't that where you don't eat animals? I said, well, that's vegetarian. You don't want to just be vegetarian. You want to be vegan. And they said, I said to them, would you understand the difference? And the priest said, not really, actually. So I said, oh my God, well, you know, let me start to explain to you a little bit. I said, so what happens is in the animal industries, what they do is they murder baby boy chicks at birth because they can't lay eggs, you see? And they said, what? Why would they do that? I said, I don't know. It's absolutely horrible. I said, but that's why you guys shouldn't be eating eggs anymore. And so the nun said, oh my God, I didn't even know that. I said, exactly. Most people don't know. She said, okay, I won't eat eggs anymore. And then the priest said, well, what else? What else should we know about? I said, well, did you know, they put these pigs in gas chambers at 6 months old. They're just babies. They put 200 of them on a truck and they murder them. And the priest said, what? I said, I know. Most people don't even know what goes on. I said, that's what bacon is. That's what ham is. That's what sausage is. So the priest said, oof, I don't think I should be eating that anymore. I said, oh my God, I'm so happy to hear that. I said, but you know, what about all the other stuff? I mean, do you wear leather? He says, well, I have leather shoes. I said, well, don't do that, because that's the skin of an animal. You know, it's not right to take the skin off of an animal. And he said, yeah, you're right. That doesn't sound too nice. And so then another nun came up and started joining us, and she said, this sounds like a really interesting conversation. She said, you know, my sister is vegan, actually, and she never really talked about it that way. She just sort of eats a bunch of plants. I said, well, she's probably not a real vegan, because real vegans talk about the animals. See, being a vegan is about animals and protecting them. So then another nun came up and said, well, I heard the word vegan. Don't you, is it vegan or vegan? And I said, well, old people used to call it vegan, but we call it vegan. And she said, oh yeah, okay. And she said, so what are we supposed to do? So now I have like 3 nuns and I have a priest in front of me. And I said, well, you know, everybody should be talking about veganism in your church. You know, you should be serving plant milks and when you have potlucks, it should only be vegan stuff. And they said, okay, well, we could try. And I said, and listen, also don't forget that to tell your parishioners that being vegan is healthy for all stages of development. You know, you can be healthy when you're a baby and as a vegan, because we're all born vegan. And they said, what do you mean we're born vegan? I said, well, when you come out of your mom, you never wanted to hurt animals, right? They're like, right? So I said, that means you're vegan. You're born vegan, and your mother's milk is vegan because it belongs to you. It doesn't belong to a cow. So then they said, I never thought of it that way. I said, yeah, exactly. Would you ever go underneath a cow and just start sucking? Just like that? If you didn't have a cup? And they all started laughing. They said, no, I guess not. I said, well, exactly, right? So it doesn't make any sense. We shouldn't be drinking the milk from another species, and we shouldn't be drinking milk from, you know, because we're not babies anymore. So then this other priest came up and he started saying, listen, I've been hearing a little bit about what you're talking about, and I think that we should have a whole sermon about this. What we need is some vegan music. Do you have any songs? I said, do I have any songs? I have tons of songs. I can come and sing with you guys. And he said, that would be so cool. Well, how about you join the choir? And I said, well, I love singing in a choir. Oh my God, that would be a dream come true. You mean you'll sing my vegan songs here? Like, we can sing about you know, changing your religion all the time? And they said, well, wait, what? And I said, well, you know, because I change my religion all the time. Because sometimes I'm Catholic, and, you know, sometimes I think it's not so great to be Catholic. Like, you guys have done some weird stuff, some of you priests, to those kids, you know, like those boys. And they said, well, that's not us. I said, well, I know, you're right. I said, but you also have sometimes you have some strange views about the LGBTQ community. You know, we should protect them. And, you know, we should be loving to everybody. And they said, yeah, well, we personally agree with that. But you know, it's a bit touchy. I said, well, look, let's stick to the things that we have in common. So you agree that we shouldn't be hurting animals, right? And they said, yes. I said, so you don't want to wear leather anymore. You're not going to buy the skin of baby cows anymore. And you agree that we should start to serve only veggies, fruits, nuts, and seeds, just to only put those in our shopping cart. Do you agree? Because peace begins on our plates. So we have to open up our hearts. And they said, that's a cool rhyme. Yeah, we agree with that. I said, oh my God, this is so great. All right, so when do we start? They said, well, come and join the choir. I said, actually, I kind of write some songs, you know, so maybe we could sing some of my songs in church. And they said, well, yeah, absolutely. I said, I've got one. Change your religion like you change your underwear. Change your religion, show God that you really care. And they sort of stopped me and they said, well, do you have any others? I said, sure. Oh, yeah, definitely. I have others. They said, because, you know, singing about underwear in church, they said it might not go over. I said, come on, people have a sense of humor, don't they? He said, well, yeah. Well, the nun said, oh, well, I'd be fine with that. She's like kind of doing a little dancey thing. Anyway, to make a long story short, you know, church wasn't that bad. I was expecting it to be a lot worse. I told them about poor Jesus over here, how he's stuck and wrapped in gold, and they said, yeah, that was the old parishioners who did that. They just decided to stick him in there. I said, well, now he can't really help us. They said, well, you know, that's, you know, he's doing the best he can. He's you know, trying to talk to people who stop by. He's trying to tell them to be kind to animals, but he doesn't really know what's going on because he doesn't have a cell phone, and he doesn't even know really what the internet is. So I said, well, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go here like not every day, but often. And I'm going to try and talk to him and tell him what's going on with the factory farms and the billions of chickens that are being harmed. I said, did you guys know that they crush the baby boy chicks in blenders because they can't lay eggs? And the priest said, what? I said, and the nun said, oh my God. So yeah, I mean, I told them all about it. I told them each, a couple of times, because sometimes they were just like, just kind of busy and getting interrupted. So I had to repeat myself a couple of times because it was one of those conversations where people come in and out. But anyway, yeah, so here's Jesus. Unfortunately, he can't really help. Yo, Jesus, don't worry. I'm going to come by, okay? And I'm going to let you see my cell phone. Can you see it from here? I'll show you the screen. I'll explain to you everything that's going on. All right? Yeah, I'll show you the different footage. You can watch Dominion with me and Earthlings and Cowspiracy and Forks Over Knives, all of it. All right? So, we're all doing our best in the world. You guys, make sure that if you go to church, that you talk to your priests and your ministers and you tell them how important it is that we're kind to animals going forward. And I want to thank everybody from this incredible building here who was so open to me, so honest and so kind about, expressing themselves and saying, how they didn't know yet. So that was sort of cute. And that they say that going forward, they're going to try to be as vegan as possible. So thank you so much. And I'll see you guys in the next video. If you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Press the notification bell, and you're going to see videos coming up on screen. Tap on those if you're curious. Have a look at my site, and I'll see you guys all soon. Love you. Bye for now. Do 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 do.
You serious?
Oh my god, like what a fucking shit show that was, Vegan Teacher. Not only that, Miss Katie, not only that though and stuff, but you just fucking embarrass yourself and stuff at church and stuff, pretty much, maybe. But fun the thing is about it though, I mean, I know what the fuck you tried to do is, like, you probably tried to say shit like this. What the fuck, you're not vegan yet? Or some bullshit like that. But pretty much from that though, yes, vegetables is pretty much good for us, but we pretty much need protein as well for meat or pork and stuff. Like, just like from the old days since caveman was started, like humans or caveman was started, like they had to hunt down animals for survival and stuff if you just understand your human history. Or pretty much our human history, that is. But fun the thing is about it and stuff, pretty much from that point, like, mocking Jesus at church is just make you look fucking stupid though, not gonna lie though. But like mocking Jesus is pretty much disrespectful as well. While you at church at Parklet like this, so pretty much from that, you pretty much mock Jesus Christ, the Lord who died in the cross and stuff. So pretty much from that though, you mostly mock him pretty much, and that is pretty much gonna piss off a lot of Christians off. Because pretty much from that, you went to church and stuff, and you do have a nerve to go to church and saying Jesus is stuck in the statue. So pretty much from that, some of the Christians are probably is pissed right now. So pretty much from that and stuff, Vegan Teacher, you are pretty much a vegan Karen. Everyone will call you that. But pretty much from that though, Vegan Teacher, you just embarrass yourself, pretty much. But yeah, everyone don't have to eat vegetables all the time. Like, everyone can eat meat too though, because without protein and stuff, well, yeah, pretty much like without meat and stuff, we won't get our protein, pretty much from that point. Okay guys, so from the next video, we mostly going to talk about is called How Gordon Ramsay is Like Hitler and How That Made Me Cry. So if you guys just already know about the thumbnail little TikTok drama between the Vegan Teacher and Gordon Ramsay, like pretty much from that about the Vegan Teacher, like she's pretty much just respond to the Gordon Ramsay dude pretty much on TikTok. And pretty much from that, though, Gordon Ramsay does exactly just respond to the vegan teacher, and that shit right here is so fucking hilarious, though. But yeah, I would show you that as well. But before I'm gonna do that, if you guys know about Gordon Ramsay, he's supposed to be one of the famous British chefs, pretty much. And he is the same dude who exactly behind the two TV series, Hell Kitchen and Kitchen Nightmares. So fun the thing is, yeah, Gordon Ramsay exactly is a famous British chef. And if you guys know about the memes and some weird shit and stuff, like the idiot sandwich meme and some things and stuff, like that shit right here was so hilarious though, of Gordon Ramsay. But pretty much from that though, so before I'm gonna go into start it though, like one more thing though. So pretty much for Gordon Ramsay, like he's pretty much one of the best chefs though, so not gonna lie though. But yeah. So let's check out this Respawn video of Gordon Ramsay.
Eating animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Hurting animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Share this song, and if you call me a donut, it's fine.
Vegan
as long as
donut.
you're vegan from now on.
This shit right here is a comedy gold right here. Like Gordon Ramsay just exactly eats a fucking hamburger of fun of the vegan teacher. And pretty much from that though and stuff, she did also respond to Gordon Ramsay again. So let's check out the next video, shall we?
Hello, students. Today we're going to talk about the devil. The devil's name is Gordon Ramsay. A devil is defined as a creature, a being, that does nothing but harm in the world. Now you might look at him, Gordon Ramsay, and say to yourself, well, he seems like a nice guy. He's able to crack some jokes. His family look healthy and happy. They're always seen joking around, and there's always happy music. But look a little bit deeper. What's really going on? When you have a lot of money, you can pay people to film you in whatever light that you want. You can put cameras in the right places, and you can insert music and make your life seem like one giant trip to Disneyland. He's achieved this, but it doesn't make him a good person. All of the money that he has made is on the backs of innocent animals who have been murdered because of him, who never wanted to die, who died begging for their lives. Now, people don't think of chickens, pigs, cows, and lambs that often because we've been so indoctrinated in our society to think of them as objects.
No fucking shit, Miss Kitty. No fucking shit. Of course they are fucking objects and stuff. Like, just like I say, Miss Kitty, we are pretty much need pigs and cows of them for survive. But pretty much from that though, we need them for our protein, if you just understand. And yes, just like I say, I agree pretty much about the vegetables. Yeah, they taste good, and I think they taste good like hell because I love both cows and pigs and meat and pretty much from vegetables like these. And fun the thing is about it, about the vegan teacher, like she was claiming Gordon Ramsay was the devil though, because Gordon Ramsay is cooking an animal and stuff like yet. That's not pretty much wrong from that point. Like it is a pig or cow he was cooking and stuff, and she was wasting her time just exactly just respawn Gordon Ramsay again. So she's pretty much want to be a vegan Karen once again. So yeah. But fun the thing is about her, like she is pretty much wasting her time doing that nonsense. And I mean, yeah, I truly feel bad about the animals suffering and shit, but hell, that's how life works, Miss Karen. That's how life works. and stuff. Like, we need animal for survive as well. Pretty much from that. And from that, we need them for our protein, if you notice by now. And yes, just like I say, I exactly agree. Vegetables was pretty much good for us. But yeah, we need meat for, our protein, for our muscles and stuff. And yes, milk itself, we need milk for, for make our bones strong. And you just over here wasting your time dealing with Gordon Ramsay and crying about it. But yeah, you were like at least like 60 years old and stuff. And you just wasting your time dealing with Gordon Ramsay, Mr. Beast, and other people who've been eating meat. And I mean, fun the thing is, Miss Cameron, like, everyone does have a right to eat meat and stuff, or hamburgers stuff. But fun the thing is, though, you just don't truly understand fun the thing is about people. Because one of them people doesn't afford food like these. And I mean, yes, food are so fucking expensive and some shit. But you just don't realize that vegetables, like everyone can't afford growing fucking vegetables some shit, because growing vegetables is probably will take quite a while to grow. But you just be over here acting like a Cameron, be pretty much, yeah, and you just be over here crying about Gordon Ramsay cooking a fucking animal like pigs and them. So Gordon Ramsay does have a right to cook chickens, cows, you name it. And from that though, just like I say, once again, you just embarrass yourself.
Them as objects, but they're not objects, and they should not be eaten. Science has proven to us that we don't need to eat animals to survive. And given that fact, and given the fact that he is able to work in the kitchen, there's no excuse for him to keep paying for the murder of these animals. Why would he do it? I ask myself that. Why would he keep doing it? Well, there are a few reasons. One is that maybe he's not such a good chef after all. Maybe he really doesn't know how to cook delicious vegetables and fruits and make them into these amazing meals. Maybe he's not such a good chef after all. Or he's a kind of psychopath who really cannot see into the eyes of an animal and see them as sentient beings. Maybe he truly is disconnected. Most people watching here know that if they look at a dog, they can tell whether the dog's happy or not. They know that dogs and cats and all animals are able to feel pain. If you try to come close to them, they can be afraid. If you try to take them away from their families, they don't want that. Animals feel love, and they feel fear, and they feel joy, and they don't want to die, and they have a right to their lives. So why is it that somebody like this thinks it's okay to make shows like this?
Right, last time I had the most amazing chicken wings was with the incredible Sean Evans. And thankfully, 75 million of you tuned in to watch.
75 million people on this planet watched him take the body of an innocent animal, a chicken, a bird, who just wanted to live his or her life. And he chopped up this dead body after paying somebody to create this chicken in the first place, because that's what happens in the industry. There are 3 times more chickens on this planet than there are humans. Where are they all? They're kept in facilities, in giant jails, in giant Holocaust-like camps. Think about the Holocaust. Think about what the sentient beings in that Holocaust suffered through. Absolute hell. But the Holocaust never ended for the animals because of people like him. What's different between somebody like Hitler and somebody like Gordon Ramsay? What is the difference? Now you're going to say that Hitler was a terrible man because he asked people to do these terrible things. He demanded it. He commanded it. And that they were humans. But what is the difference between humans and chickens? What is the real difference? Is it because they're not as smart as us? Does that mean that all humans that are not smart should be murdered, put on plates, fried up, turned into dinner? What is it? Name the trait that an animal has that makes it okay for people like him to consistently encourage others to hurt them. I think it's not okay. We have to create a world where if we were born in the body of any other being on this planet, that we would feel safe and okay. Do you understand? It's just by luck that we are born into these bodies, and it's not fair for us to abuse the other animals on this planet just because of our taste pleasure. If he likes the way an animal tastes, that's just one sensory pleasure. Does he really think it's okay for his sensory pleasures to take precedent over an animal's life? What next? What is going to happen when Gordon Ramsay likes to use another sense of his, like say his hearing? What happens when he likes to hear the animal scream in agony? Then, will he tell all of his fans, that's okay. You can go out there and hurt all the animals you want, because hey, Gordon Ramsay likes the way it sounds when they scream in agony. What about if Gordon Ramsay uses his sight and he says he likes to see the animals being sliced to death, murdered, and that becomes his show, the joy of watching animals being murdered? What if that happens? Then will these millions and millions of people also continue to follow along? What is the difference? Taste pleasure in your mouth, eye pleasure, ear pleasure. All these areas are so close. What makes Gordon Ramsay think that it's okay that just because of his taste pleasure, he can tell others to keep hurting animals, putting them in these incredible cycles of violence? Now, most people don't realize what goes on. You know, myself, I tried to talk to Gordon Ramsay. Maybe I thought, maybe he really doesn't understand the difference between animals to eat and foods that we eat. I had created a video for him.
We're going to be reviewing the work of Gordon Ramsay, who has 15 million followers here on TikTok. And I'm going to speak to you directly, Gordon. So Gordon, one of the problems that I noticed that you have is you don't seem to understand the difference between food and animals. So food is something that you get out of the ground or you take it from a tree. It is something that doesn't have feelings, and it's something that's very healthy for us to eat. Now, animals are alive. They are sentient beings like us, like chickens and cows, sheep, pigs. You know, these things are not actually foods. So I think you really need a little lesson in sort of remembering about that. Now, surely you learned the animal names when you were younger. So just go back and review that. And from now on, it would be really great if you started to cook actual food and just let the animals live. All right? Hello, students.
So that is a video of me asking Gordon to please stop hurting animals. He didn't listen, so I created a song where I sang and asked him to please stop hurting animals. His response was to eat an animal in front of me. Does that sound like the response of somebody who's in their 50s? A mature person? Or do you think that he could have responded in any other way? Could he have said, you know, good point, I'll try to cut down on the animals that I eat, or good point, I should try to make more vegan recipes? That's not what he did.
Eating animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Hurting animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Share this song, and if you call me a donut, it's fine.
So here you see, this is the face of somebody who likes to pay for the rape, the torture, and the murder of animals. Raped because animals in the industry are masturbated, forcefully impregnated. Their babies are taken away. There's kidnapping in the industry. Everything that's horrible. Think back to World War II and what happened there. Was there rape going on? Yes. Was there confinement going on? Yes. Was there torture going on? Yes. This man thinks it's okay for that to continue to sentient beings, innocent animals, just born into this world who just want to live their lives. They don't want money. They don't want fame. They don't want objects. The only thing that animals have is their lives. And he takes that away from them over and over again. And he encourages millions upon millions of fans to continue the animal holocaust. Here are 21 things that the egg industry doesn't want you to see. It takes approximately 34 hours for a hen to produce an egg. So to keep up with the demand, more than 300 million hens are used by the US egg industry every year. Now remember, we're only looking at the US industry. I'll try to move this over if I can. Their lives are 2 years of misery, starting right when they are born. You know, when a new baby is born, how we try to give them love and the warmth of their mother, and we sing to them, and there's so much bonding going on. Imagine being born in a world where your mother is nowhere near you. Imagine being born in a dark hell, Auschwitz. That's where these animals are born, in a concentration camp. Chicks are born in large incubators such as these. Look at these little innocent animals. Look at these little babies. If you saw one in real life, would it ever occur to you to just take it, put it towards your mouth, take a bite out of him or her? Never. We're not born wanting to hurt animals. We are all born vegan. We can all return. They will never see their mothers. Shortly after birth, the males and females are separated. Imagine that this was you. Imagine you're just an innocent newborn and you're on a conveyor belt and you don't know where your mom is and it's cold and you're like, what's going on? And some human picks you up and checks to see if you have a penis or not. If you are male, they throw you in a machine that grinds you up and kills you. This is the cycle of violence that Gordon Ramsay thinks it's okay.
We're going to be reviewing the work
This man
of Gordon.
This man. This is the face of somebody who thinks it's okay to hurt these innocent animals. Why? Why is he like that? How is he different from Hitler? Name the one way he is different. He doesn't have a mustache. That's the only difference I see. I would even suggest that he is a worse human. Because Hitler at least stopped at 6 million or more murders under his care. Horrific. What they did to the Jews was horrific. And what they continue to do now, humans and other leaders in the world, is to continue that abuse to animals, even though they know how much pain they suffer through, even though they know anybody can be vegan, which simply means that you do your best at all times to not hurt animals. He absolutely can never eat another animal in his life, or eggs, or milk. He absolutely could do it. And so could millions and millions of the people who follow him. But instead, he uses the power he has, the media influence, to make the world a worse place. Down this this slide here is a blade that cuts the animals. It slices the baby chicks and murders them. In some places, they are put into giant bags where they are just giant plastic bags. And when they're full, they just tie a knot and they let them suffocate to death or die from the weight of their brothers. If you ever came across a little baby chick in real life, it would never occur to you to hurt them. Never. I know it. So why do you pay to follow somebody like Gordon Ramsay? The females head to a life in the egg industry. The males are either tossed into trash bags to suffocate. Or are ground up alive. It's just because of fate that you are born in the body that you're born in. We must design our planet, our world, in such a way that no matter what body a sentient being is born in, that they are safe and never have to go through this. They committed no crimes. Just like the Jewish people in the Holocaust never committed a single crime. These babies are innocent, but we understand that now, and we have stopped treating members of the Jewish population and others. Many gay people were also killed, and homeless people, all kinds of people were killed during World War II, people who did nothing wrong. So why is it that we haven't learned? Why do we continue this? Imagine it was somebody's job to design a machine like this. Somebody got paid to create a murder machine. Pigs are gassed to death. Pigs are put in gas chambers. The Holocaust never ended for the animals. And here's what one of the leaders looks like. Here he is. This is the face of somebody who thinks it's okay to commit these horrible crimes. What is the difference between him and Hitler? Tell me. Again, you're going to say that one is murdering humans and one is murdering animals, but what is the difference? There is no difference. There's no reason for it. Taste pleasure is not a reason. The female chicks have the ends of their big beaks cut off with a hot blade. Gordon Ramsay thinks that this is okay. I don't. How can we do this to baby birds? How can millions of people watch Gordon Ramsay and think it's an uplifting and fun show and keep paying him so much money to promote this? How can we have a society like this? We need people to be vegan, and we need vegan chefs to be prominent in our society, and we need to stop paying people like Gordon Ramsay, and anybody who is near him should try to talk some sense into him and tell him that this must stop. And that his legacy should be that when he found out and he really understood what happened, that he stopped. But we know that he knows. I have told him to watch this important stuff, these documentaries. I've asked him, and he doesn't care. Five to 11 hens are crammed into wire battery cages. Imagine living your life like that, so tightly confined. Your whole life in a prison when you've done nothing wrong. You committed no crime. The cages are often stacked on top of one another. Imagine living your whole life in the darkness, not knowing the sun, never able to open your wings. If you're a bird, that's all the bird wants. Just to be free outside, that's all. They don't want money, they don't want fame, they don't want objects. They just want to live their lives, free from harm. The cages are often stacked one on top of the other, which allows the urine and feces to fall down on the birds in the lower cages. Do you think that in the Nazi prison camps that people were stacked on top of each other and shit on other people's heads and peed on other people's heads? They're so innocent. I know you might not care about chickens, and I never used to either, until I really looked at them. Till I really just looked. And I saw them. Because of the terrible living conditions, chickens often die in their cages. When you think about the images that you saw in World War II of Auschwitz, of the concentration camps, does this look any different to you? Why do humans continue to pay for this? Why does Gordon Ramsay think that it's okay for us to continue to do this to animals? You couldn't write a horror story worse than this if you tried. They're sometimes left to rot in the same space with living birds. Imagine being in a cage so tight and your friends are dead around you. How is this different than a Holocaust? After about 2 years, those who have survived are sent to slaughter. At the slaughterhouse, laying hens meet the same bloody end as that of chickens raised for their meat. These are just chickens that are laying eggs. The chickens that are bred for meat don't live that long. They only live about 7 weeks. These are the chickens who lay the eggs. They're a different kind. They're shackled and hung upside down. They take them and they slam their legs into this machine and hang them upside down after a life of confinement. Sometimes they're electrocuted. Their throats are cut. They're often scalded to death if they didn't die before that. They just put them in boiling hot water. Chickens are smart, social, sensitive animals who deserve a much better life than this. Help chickens everywhere by refusing to eat eggs. And if you think more people need to see where their eggs come from, share this page on Facebook. So I'm asking you, please share this information. And when you grow up, do not be like Gordon Ramsay. We must stop people like this. We will never have peace on earth as long as we have speciesism. Speciesism is the first form of racism. Speciesism is when we teach kids at an early age that that human is better than that human, or that animal is better than that animal. It's all related. We must have compassion for everyone, no matter what your race, no matter what your body size, no matter what your body looks like. Everyone has a right to live here without pain, without being ripped away from their families. Thank you to everybody who has watched. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. We're going to be learning a lot. We're going to be doing looking at recipes that have no animals in them. And we're going to be talking about other animal abusers. And we're going to be continuing to compare the abuse of animals to the Holocaust, because the Holocaust never ended for the humans or for the animals here on this earth. You write to me and you tell me how Gordon Ramsay is different from Hitler. I'd be very curious to know. Name the trait that the animals have that makes them unworthy of living in your view. I see no reason for us to not protect them wholeheartedly. We must end the Holocaust. We must shut down the gas chambers and these absolute horrific places, these death camps. We must have a vegan world. We can do it. Don't be like Gordon Ramsay. Be better. And be vegan. Thank you for watching.
Vegan teacher, like from this point is, it's not called mortal if you exactly cook an animal. Immortal means you kill a person, an innocent person. An animal is just like an animal. So pretty much from this point though, you were saying we are mortal animals, but yet we have to cook the animal for surviving. A mortal means you murdered an innocent person. An animal are exactly or not a person. Animals is just an animal. And I mean, we have to eat them for survive, just like I say. And yeah, I mean, I know you feel bad about the animals suffering and shit, but still, that's how life works and stuff. And pretty much from that, animals eat other animals too. What you expect, Miss Cameron? What you expect? I mean, yes, other animals eat other animals. Like tigers and other wild cats out there is eating zebras and other animals. They had to hunt down the prey. But yet, though, and stuff, they can't be over here eating vegan or vegetable stuff. Because, like, pretty much from that, if you already know about this animal food chain, they got different type of food chain. They eat vegetables, one of them eat meat, like other animals, yeah, pretty much from that. But you can't change that, Miss Karen. That's not how it works. It's called a food chain for a reason. Like animals like tigers and them had to eat meat, that's part of their food chain. You can't be over here changing that. I mean, yeah, I do like understand that you feel bad about the animal suffering, but still, that's how life goes and stuff. And everyone is not born all vegan. People born like normal humans. We don't born as all vegans. Like, that's not how life works over this point. Everyone is not born all vegan. You are all wrong about that. And fun the thing is, yeah, everyone had to choose to be vegan. They can't be over here born as vegan. That doesn't make no damn sense. But still, the only way everyone become vegan, they had to eat vegetables and stuff. Or, I mean, I understand that. But everyone can't be over here born as a vegan. Like, doesn't make no sense. All them people don't have to over here eating vegetables and become vegan. But yeah, everyone eat both vegetables and meat and stuff. And I mean, yeah, it's normal of a person eat meat. Like, it's nothing wrong to eat meat and stuff. We need meat for our protein, just like I say. But if you exactly understand the food chain, well, you might know by now. But still, that's not how life works and stuff. Everyone does have a right to eat an animal. And it's not called mortal. Mortal is more different than animal lives. Mortal means you mortaled a person, for example. But yeah. Okay guys, that's all for now, and thanks for stopping by watching my content. And pretty much my schedule is getting up at the damn places, so pretty much for this vegan teacher video, it's take a lot of time to do so, because, you know, it's just a 1 hour video, and I guess that's how it is sometimes. But thanks for stopping by guys, and if you guys are new in the channel, and if you guys want to see more content like this, first, please subscribe my channel, leave a like, turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video, and I'll see you guys next time, so peace out.